Do not accept the candy from the Alconauts this year. Not a good idea.
Trick or treat, kid.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, well, in general, we shouldn't be around children anyways.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are.
And this week, we are doing our special Halloween episode. And we're not going to be reviewing a beer per se, but what we're going to be doing is playing a little trick or treat with some beverages. If you can see down here, we have this beautiful wheel that Jackie made up. So every time we land on trick, which is the ghost, we have to drink this beverage. Every time we land on the pumpkin, which is the treat, we get to drink this beverage. And every time we land on the bat, we get to pick which one we want to drink out of. We might give you some opinions. We might just tell you exactly how we feel as we go. But we're going to relay some stories and we're going to have a spooky good time. Let's start with a spin. Let's find out what we're cracking open first.
Ladies first, Jackie.
And
Oh, treat.
treat. So
Right,
that's
right choice.
that's the good one.
I get to drink this. Now this is supposed to be it's called Life Raft. It's a Caesar
Yes.
with premium vodka. And the first thing I smell coming out of this is dill. Now, I do like Caesars. I'm not a fan of dill. I don't even like pickles in my hamburgers.
I got a choice,
Yep.
so I'm going to start with the treat, of course.
Jackie, you got the treat as well, so.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell like much of a treat, to be honest with you.
This one smells so much better than that drink. So I
See, I haven't opened that
agree.
yet because I despise Caesars. I am not looking
He's like,
forward to
I'm
that
gonna
at
just
all.
spoil.
All right, well,
Spoiled
cheers
already.
everybody, and
So,
cheers guys. Oh, there is a viscousness to this that is. Actually, it's not that bad. Oh, there's the dill. There's the dill. Ah,
Oh, it's actually quite good.
ooh.
Yeah, I like this so far. This is it's good. So this is what is this? We're drinking El Gringo La Pachanga Cerveza. I got no
Barley.
hoppiness at all.
Well, it's only 4.5%, so
Cool.
can't be that bad.
I like it.
What are the things we think of when we think Halloween?
I definitely think, obviously, of costumes, but not just that, of the fun of homemade costumes. Pulling something out of your butt, or, maybe that parent who takes the time to make that very cringy costume for their child. Were you guys ever that kid, or weird?
I was a sheet with holes in it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
I think it was me or my brother. One of us. We had a pretty cool costume that I'm pretty sure our mom made for us. It was very inappropriate today if you were to put it on your child, but it was a Native American person.
Mm-hmm.
It had a little brown vest, I think, with the orange and yellow, feathery, tassely things on it. But
So she did a good job making
it was
that
awesome.
costume up.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was awesome, but inappropriate today. And on that bombshell.
Oh, on the line!
How
What
did
did you
you
do?
do that?
We're all on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
respin. My choice.
That was the pumpkin.
That's treat.
Treat. Sweet. I'll keep drinking the good one then. Maybe we can get through the whole episode and I won't have to open that.
The best part is when we can get to the chug, we have to spin to find out what we're chugging.
Wait, how much do we have to chug?
Whatever's left in the can.
Oh shit. I
So
don't like that.
drink up, bitches. The funny thing is, one Halloween, the roommate and I decided that we would try watching The Walking Dead. So we binged The Walking Dead while trying to give out candy to kids. And we really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed The Walking Dead. It was a really cool show. You gluttonous little pigs. Honestly.
You can't
Until...
put Pop Rocks in front of us and expect us not to eat them. Not a huge zombie fan, but I really did enjoy Zombieland. And Zombieland too.
Zombieland
I love those
was
movies.
awesome.
They're so good. Yeah, they're really good.
Double Tap.
Because they have such like a good like story behind it too. It's more than just like they actually like have so much to it and so much like humor and it's clever and just I love it.
Woody Harrelson's
And
character
I was
is
gonna say
perfect.
Woody Harrelson, yeah.
Absolutely perfect in that.
When I think of that, I think of Double Tap, and I think of Twinkies. And now I want a Twinkie.
Yes. We should have had. Oh.
You know what? Ray kind of looks like a Twinkie.
I think you should spin ball.
I'm gonna spin. Oh, trick! Damn it.
Is it supposed to be spicy? Because mine was.
No, I don't know.
I gotta
Or
get into
it
this
could have
eventually.
just
So.
been spiced.
This.
Oh, I can smell it
Just
already.
disgusting. It's so gross.
Oh,
It has such a viscous
it's
feel.
vile smelling. Why would anybody?
Willingly ingest that?
Yeah.
And welcome to Trick or Treat Halloween episode. Spooky version. I just want to see you drink this.
It stays with you forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it easily washes away the treat.
Has some
Ugh.
sugar after it helps a little.
It's reminiscent of that hecubus disgusting drink that we made with the episode with Mark Andrews. The cocky rooster.
Cocky rooster.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was awful. And this
I
kind
think
of reminds me of that.
I think this is worse than that. I'm just gonna try and plow through it as best as I can.
It's gonna give me heartburn.
Are we gonna have to finish this whole drink throughout the episode?
It depends on what you want to chug, or how much you want to chug at the end,
Oh,
because
gross.
it's gonna be pretty gross. Now here's a question.
Oh.
What was that?
That was a bag of candy falling on the ground.
Oh my god,
You're
this place is haunted.
It's terrifying. It was good. I mean, it wasn't candy. It was gross. Oh, fun fact. Actually, a lot of people may know if their viewers are from elsewhere, but rocket candies are called Smarties over the river in the USA, which is fun. There's lots of different snacks that have different names.
Don't they have Smarties in the box? Like,
No, the Nestle candies they don't really have, I don't believe, because I believe Nestle is Canadian, so they don't have like Aero bars, Smarties. They have M&Ms, I'm quite positive.
anywho, we need another spin. This thing is like turning up my gut. Oh, choice, thank you. Now I find this Gringo one pretty light. It
Yeah.
feels like I have like a lot of carbonation in it, and it goes down. It's almost like, honestly, it's almost like water. Very, very light.
Yeah, there's an interesting flavor in there though. I don't know
Now,
what it is. It's,
I don't know if it's because of this guy.
This is gross.
And we're not gonna rate any of these drinks. Honestly, that's not fair to any of these beverages. I will tell you, this is not a good beverage to drink.
Ever. In your life.
I'm just saying, I do like Caesars. So for those of you out there, or for our American friends out there, Bloody Marys, which is totally a different drink, but you guys wouldn't know. Getting back to the Halloween themed stuff, what would you say was your best costume ever?
That's an easy one.
The banana?
No. Went to a group Halloween party at somebody's house a few years ago as Mr. Clean.
Actually, it was a really good party.
It was. Everybody stepped up the game costume-wise.
Someone was dressed up as a minion. They fabricated a minion. Like, the funny part was, he used wire on the inside of this minion. Because there was wire on the inside, he didn't actually clean up the edges, so it was like him crawling into a yellow tube of barbed wire. The costume looked great, but it cut him every time he had to put it on and off. And he couldn't be in the costume all the time because it hurt.
That's horrifying.
It looked great. What about you, Jackie?
I don't have anything that's like super amazing, but I did go as like Wolverine once, and I really loved how it had like the sewed in like muscles. I don't know if anyone else gets as excited by having sewed in muscles in their suits, but I go out and like so tough, super tough.
My favorite costume of all time was a Batman costume. I love Batman, but I actually made the cowl from scratch using craft foam. Took me about 2 weeks to make. I was pretty happy with it. I plastic dipped it the whole 9 yards. I'll throw that picture up there as well. It was fun. Anyways, and the spin. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No, I just spun
You're
it.
rude.
That's him. That's
He's rude.
totally him. You,
Not on purpose. Not on purpose.
Go,
I straight up
Jackie.
gagged last time. Have you gagged yet? I can't.
Have you not been watching me?
I can't be the first person to throw up on the show, honestly. So the general public understands I hate tomatoes with a passion. Caesars are the most disgusting thing in the entire world. I hate seafood, and the fact that there's clams with tomatoes in a drink just sounds like torture. So, thanks.
You're quite welcome.
Tomato, clam type, mushroom.
Oh, I also
Clam type flavor.
Clam
What
type.
the heck?
What does that mean?
Water?
That makes me want to
Tomato.
gag in itself.
I remember as a kid, we went to a haunted... Did you almost choke on that?
Really struggling with that drink, aren't you?
I gagged because I tasted tomatoes. I thought if I shoved candy in fast enough, it would. Nope. Survey says I was wrong. Heck yeah.
Oh, Caesar.
Let's have a spin. Oh, I'm mostly in the treat.
I'm on mostly the ghosty. Ugh.
I'm in between, so I'm gonna not throw up.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
This is awesome. I'm enjoying this because honestly,
Because he's sadistic.
I am sadistic.
All socks.
And I totally knew Ray did not like Caesar. I didn't know you didn't like this kind of stuff.
It was a 2-for-1. 2 birds with 1 stone for him.
But,
that is horrific.
Well, you know what? It will really suck up the chug the can. It's the Gringo one, like I said, it's pretty light. It's 16 IBU 16.
Yeah, I get no hop.
You know what? If you were a college kid, you could bang these back in a heartbeat. Now, these are easy going down. As a kid, when you went out trick-or-treating, what was the vessel you used to hold your candy, and how many times did you fill it?
Oh, it was always a pillowcase. And usually just once.
1 full pillowcase.
One full pillowcase. That's a
What?
ton of candy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What about you, Jackie?
Yeah, we always had different kinds of bags. Like, I grew up for the first 10 years as an only child, so my mom would always get me different kinds of bags and stuff. And then it would usually be something we would just dump it into. Like, she would carry either a bigger bag or, like, something to carry it all in. We would just be dumping it back into, like, the vessel. So quite a few times. We weren't obsessive with the candy, though. Like, I always had the friends who would get, like, this, like, year's supply of candy. And my family was like, nah, like, we'll just go home early and we'll buy our candy. Like lazy people.
So, here's the thing. We lived in a massive neighborhood. So my parents would buy literally 2 bags, about this big, of candy to start the night. Because they knew I can run. I would fly through, and I didn't bring a pillowcase. I brought a garbage bag. A double-bagged garbage bag. I would literally fill that at least 6 times. I was one of the last people at night to go trick-or-treating, and I would always go to the rich houses at the end of the night because I knew they ran out of candy and they just gave you cash. So we had candy galore. Like literally, our candy lasted the entire year.
Let's talk about this. What was your favorite candy to get, though?
Ooh, Ray, what's your favorite candy?
Chips and chocolate bars. Those are my 2.
No, what specific chips and chocolate?
I really just like the plain little bags of Lay's.
Just the regular.
Original potato chips.
Yeah.
And chocolate bars, I like most of them.
You're not picky.
No, I mean,
The banana speaks for himself.
so
Yeah.
Jackie?
So for myself personally, yeah, the chocolate I'm a big fan of. I love like the Twix, any of the weird kinds. But for the chips, I don't know if anybody knows those cheesy brands where it's like it's not the Cheetos, it's those really crunchy cheesies. I can't remember what they're called, but they're in like a striped kind of bag. They're fantastic.
I don't like the crunchy cheesies. I like the regular,
The poofy
like,
ones?
yeah, the styrofoam
Yeah.
styrofoam cheesies.
I to be honest with you, I never liked any of the chips. Anything that was a chip bag, I did not like.
I can really like.
I love caramel. I love Kit Kat. I hated the rockets. Like these things.
See,
Well,
these are my dad's favorite. My dad loves these things.
My kids love them.
I would eat them only because I was only allotted a certain amount of candy every day. Well, you know what, Mom? Honestly, I knew where the stash was. Like honestly, you weren't fooling anybody. I found the stash and I was taking stuff. All right, you get it? You get it?
Right.
Ooh.
He was naughty. That's what he gets for being naughty, taking that candy.
Okay.
You know what? I got a choice. I'm going to try and power as much of this down as I can because it's so awful.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
You're not allowed to finish it though. For those of you who are wondering what I am, I'm a breathalyzer.
See? Breathalyzer.
Oh, it actually says that. Oh, I guess you're not wondering. Ray's the banana. He said that earlier. And Jackie, she's from the Matrix.
Lieutenant Lockdown.
We
don't like Lieutenant Lockdown.
Actually, didn't say that. Lieutenant
Yeah,
Lockdown.
I'm the one who's been grounding you guys. Sorry. I'm gonna lock you guys down. Tell you guys can't go in your favorite restaurants. It's gonna be scary. You can't get a haircut.
You're COVID.
I am. I'm the COVID
The COVID police.
The COVID police.
God, yeah.
Who's gonna keep you home at night, Lieutenant Lockdown? Who doesn't pick up garbage at night, Lieutenant Lockdown? Who doesn't know what time it is, Lieutenant Lockdown? And we spin again. Ooh, I get that.
You're gonna get most of that drink done.
You
And this
are.
is my choose?
That's your choose.
Choose.
Oh my god, it's never ending.
That's exactly how I was feeling. I picked it up and I'm like, I have to be over halfway, but I don't think I'm over halfway yet.
Oh, I'm not even halfway. Cheers. I got the good one.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Oh man, I hope you get the trick for the chug.
Yeah, he thinks it's funny until he has to clean it up.
Could you imagine all this candy with puke all over it? Kids, if you're in Niagara Falls and you're trick-or-treating, just beware of the candy that smells like puke. It belongs to her.
Do not accept the candy from the Alconauts this year. Not a good idea.
Trick or treat, kid.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, well, in general, we shouldn't be around children anyways.
Because I have so many of them.
Anywho, about these drinks, I'm really having a hard time concentrating after 2 big swings of that.
Do you find
vomit?
it like building up in your stomach?
It doesn't feel good. It's not nice. It's like very bloaty. I don't need any help with that though, so...
Oh man, we should have had a bucket out here. or
We
something.
should have had a bucket.
I don't
yeah.
think you estimated how.
Come on, Jackie, you can have a good more. It's wafer thin. Give me a bucket, I'm gonna throw up.
Classic Monty Python. I love it. I love it.
Final spin?
Final spin?
Alright.
Okay, well,
Final
let's
spin,
do
Alex.
final spin. Jackie, you can decide our fate. Spinning good. Oh, I got more treat.
Oh my god, praise! Praise!
Oh.
Praise.
You know what, folks?
So you were confident you weren't going to throw up. I believe in you. This is good. We're testing your theory.
I'm just going to say, you can only calculate so much out for an entire episode. This was the best outcome I could have ever expected is to watch Ray chug this season. Ray, give us the spooky version of the rules of the chug.
Alright, so I'm gonna get us down. We're on 3. We're gonna pick these up. We're gonna fire them down our noses. Hopefully we don't throw up. Cans back to the table. No, we're gonna first one who does that wins.
I've never felt so much joy in my entire life up until this point. All right, count us down, Ray.
3, 2, 1. Fuck you, Paul. Go.
Ah. I don't care if I lost that chug. It was well worth it. Wow. This was, for me, one of the funnest episodes ever. I had a great time.
Yeah, it was
Obviously,
fun.
there's nothing really to review. And then, like I said, it's not fair to review any of these guys here. We just want to wish you guys a happy Halloween. Be safe out there. And please, don't dress so sleazy for Halloween.
And don't forget, kids, let your parents check your candy before you eat.
And your parents are hungry.
Yeah, don't forget the parent tax, kids.
The parent tax, yeah. Parent tax.
Woo!
All right. And with that being said, I'm Paul.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are the Alconauts.
Cheers, all.
Take care.